got points for their schools.
Let us give her some credit. It's her first year in class 3, yeah?
Yeah.
So you're stepping up to class, it's a total different ball game.
Oh, guys.
The win reading, positive 0.8. Still positive, that's what we want. Positive 1, positive 1.2, up to positive 1.5.
So you're fighting against Maurice. You don't
Yeah, they will come
want
back.
1.8.
So when you get up to 1.8, and then you
You
get
can
up
put
to
it close.
That's some
2.1.
salmon.
But the 1.8 will guarantee us
All right.
some 11 seconds.
That's some salmon from Kingston College in first in 1. Goodwin from Bridgeport in 2. Bramwell from Calabar in 3. Wade from Kingston College in 4. Stewart from Herbert Marston in 5. Brown from Ferncourt in 6. Reese from St. Jago in 7. And Smythe from Mouchette High in lane 8. This is boys class 3 100-meter final at the 2022 Issa Grace Kennedy Boys and Girls Champs. We're at the National Stadium in Kingston, Jamaica. Welcome everyone. We're coming to the end of day 2. And this is the end of day 2 and we're so excited. Can you imagine when we get to day 4 and 5? There they are. Again, we'll get the individual introductions and mom, dad, and brother and sister. You could see who you want to see close up. 49 is Nicoy Bramwell from Calabar. We're going to start with the Kingston College athlete in lane 1. And we work with the public address announcer so that everyone gets introduced at the same time. Simon from Kingston College in 1.
Coming in with 11.70 seconds.
From Kingston College, Dijon Salmon.
I want to say good evening to the folks watching Primetime Sports. This is Mario Goodwin from Bridgeport in 2.
Bridgeport High's Goodwin ran 11.86 in his semi-final and is proud to be representing Bridgeport here.
This is a Class 3 final for boys. McCoy Bramwell from Calabar in 3.
One of the favorites, coming in with 11.33 seconds. The supreme sprinter with an excellent top end.
Aaron Wade from Kingston College in 4.
Wade of Kingston College tied with Bramwell of Calabar at the corporate area development E-Class Championship. Both ran 11.05 at that time.
Ben Stewart from Herbert Marston Montego Bay is in 5.
Manu looked great in his semifinals representing the West, coming in with 11.37 seconds.
From Spencer School, Ajay Brown from Ferncourt in lane 6.
Demonstrating that St. Anne is well represented here. He ran 11.58 in his semifinal.
Ray J. Reese comes up now in lane 7 and he represents St. Jago.
Coming in with 11.70 seconds, representing a strong tradition of sprinters from St. Jago High School.
On the outside, Johan Ramaldo Smythe from Mouchette in lane 8.
11.51 Mouchette, not a traditional school, but demonstrating that they can get athletes into the final of a 100-meter race at Boys Champs. The real test here, Neville Spencer, if these Class 3 boys can go sub-11, it's a great indicator that the Class 1 girls may also be able to go.
Salmon in 1, Goodwin in 2, Bramwell 3, Wade 4, Stewart 5, Brown 6, Reese 7, and Smythe 8. Again, we welcome the folks watching Primetime News. If you just joined us, Latrice East won the Class 4, 100 for girls. Tiana Lee Terrelong won the Class 3, and this is the Class 3 for boys. Spencer Darlington is our commentator.
Class 3 boys, 100-meter final. The runners settle into their blocks once again. The record 10.69 seconds by Christopher Scott 3 years ago. Salmon, Goodwin, Bramwell, Wade, Stewart, Brown, Reese, and Smythe. Set position. Bang, away they go, first time of asking. And Stewart was among the first to get away. Coming forward now, Trevane Stewart from Herbert Morrison being chased down by Bramwell of Calabar. Bramwell and Stewart, very, very close. It's a tight finish on the line between Nicoy Bramwell of Calabar and Tavane Stewart of Herbert Morrison, who may just have snatched it right at the death. And yes, it is. Stewart is your gold medalist in 11.03 seconds. Bramwell second for the silver in 11.06.
Wow.
And for the bronze, it's Brown, 11.34 seconds. Out of Western Jamaica, your gold medalist for the Class 3 boys, 100 meters. from Herbert Morrison, Tavane Stewart.
Does Herbert Morrison win the Class 3 Boys 100 and the Class 1 Boys 100? Well, they got Class 3 out of the way. Quite an upset there. Calabar KC favored. But look at the start. I mean, the start matters. And, we thought Bramwell at this point from Calabar in lane 3 would step. It's clear to me that Wade from Kingston College is hurt. He actually eases off and finishes 8th. But the winner out of Herbert Morrison in a new personal best 11:03. Spectacular running there for Tavane Stewart from the West. Claude Grant, big up.
Tavane Stewart. He showed it in the semifinals, and it's a class of top end speed. Obviously, Bramwell did not start well. Was just a little bit too high in the blocks.
Yes.
But Stewart was able to execute well, and the top end speed prevailed at the end of the race.
3 down, 4 to go.
Herbert Morrison shines.
Stewart 11:03, Bramwell 11:06, Brown 11:34. Let's go to Jerome immediately.
Yeah, Tavane, your Class 3 champion. Must be a very good feeling for you.
It is a very good feeling actually. I can't believe I came here expecting to win it, but now that it actually happened, I don't know how to describe the feeling. I'm sorry.
You had any fears when Bramwell was so close to you?
Bramwell is a good athlete, but when you have God on your side, there's no one to fear, nothing to fear.
All right, thank you, Tavane. It's back to you, Neville.
Oh, fantastic. When you have God on your side, there's nothing to fear. Well, he was so honest though. He said he thought he would win, but now that he's won, he really don't know what to say. Here's the next one coming up. This is the girls Class 2. Daniela Lewis in 1 from Edwin Allen. Casey-Ann Johnson, St. Catherine in 2. Karika Hill, Hydel in 3. Carletta Bernard, Mount Alvernia in 4. Alana Reed from Hydel in 5. Michaela Hazley from Immaculate in 6. Asharia Hewlett from St. Catherine in 7, and Michaela Gardner from Woolmers in lane 8. I think it's Michaela Hazley from Immaculate. So Edwin Allen, Daniela Lewis in 1.
Her 12:33 in the semi-finals shows that Edwin Allen will score regardless if they're not winning.
Represented St. Catherine in 2, Casey-Ann Johnson.
Did very well at Central Championships. Made a big performance tonight, coming in with 12.37 seconds.
Lane 3, Karika Hill, Hydel.
Second last year at Champs in this very race, behind Tina Clayton, now stepping up 4 goals for Hydel.
We just had a winner from Montego Bay. This lady goes to school in Montego Bay, Mount Alvernia, Carletta Bernard.
A beauty to watch when sprinting, 12.06. Needs to be on top of her game to get that ultimate medal.
Lane 5, Alana Reed, Hydel.
Will complete the quinella for Hydel. Alana Reed, super speed.
Lane 6, Michaela Hazley from Immaculate.
Coming in with 12.17 seconds.
There she is.
Also the
And
champion from the corporate area.
Lane 7, Asharia Hewlett from St. Catherine.
Makes the second 2 girls from St. Catherine in this race. Only school to get that done in Class 2.
Lane 8, Michaela Gardner from Woolmers Girls.
Has been knocking on the door and should do well in these finals. Coming in with 12.18 seconds.
Lewis, Edwin Allen in 1. Johnson, St. Catherine in 2. Hill, Hydel in 3. Bernard, Mount Alvernia in 4. Reed, Hydel in 5. Paisley, Immaculate in 6. Hewlett, St. Catherine in 7. And Gardner, Woolmers Girls in lane 8.
Record 11.16 set by Kagona Davis, Edwin Allen. That time could be threatened.
Class 2, 100 meters.
So Lewis, Johnson, Hill, Bernard, Reed, Hazley, Hewlett, and Gardner. Loads of credentials here as well.
Set.
Bang! Away they go. Hill and Reed, the Hydel pair were away well. Oh, they're moving as if they've got wings attached now. Karika Hill going away from her teammate. This will be 1-2 for Hydel. Fantastic performance. Karika Hill, 11.19. The flash time. That is very, very close to the record of 11.16. The silver medal to her teammate Alana Reed. Superb running by the Hydel pair. It's the record, 11.16. New record here at Champs, courtesy of Karika Hill for the Class 2 girls. Oh, that was a stupendous run.
These are obvious times, Bruce.
Positive 1.2 is the win.
Omnious. I'm breathless.
Equaling Kevona Davis's record of 11.16. And these are the Class 2 girls.
Fantastic sprinting. Excellent sprinting. Elena Reed was out with that bullet start. Hill was also out there. And both were running to the line. But the speed endurance of Karika Hill prevailed at the end. But excellent start mechanics. Excellent pushing out of the blocks. Excellent execution. Sprinting is alive and well in Jamaica.
Wow, looking at the form, which she lost her form with about 10 meters to go. She look at Karika Hill, she knows she's going to win. At this stage, she starts to play, leaning, and still equals. Can I say the name again? Kevona Davis, 11.16 at Class 2. In second place with a spectacular 11.22, Alana Reed.
Fantastic. Hill, 11.16. Reed, 11.22. Bernard joins them on the podium, 11.44. And again, they all got points for their school.
Maybe two of those athletes out of the three got personal best.
Or more.
Elena Reed.
Yeah, both Reed and
Bernard.
Bernard should have been at 11.44.
Yes.
But that 11.16, Spencer called it. I got the sense that Spencer knew the record may have been at risk. He said 11.19 was the flash time, and he waited and he waited. He has a link with the photo finish booth here.
Once again, Jerome has first and second.
Kerika, you equal Kevona Davis's record of 11.16 seconds. A fantastic performance. How do you sum up that performance?
Well, honestly, as my coach always said, is what you put in, you get what. I don't know, I've been putting in the work, so I expected the results.
Anything bothered you in terms of coming into the final that you were able to run this fast?
No, just always confident.
Alana, fast start as usual. You followed your teammates home. Very good points to Heidel, I guess.
Yeah, well, the plan was for both of us to basically get a Quinella. We've been working hard in training, track meets, and so on. And the aim was just to come out here and do what we had to do.
All right, thank you. Neville, it's back to you.
Me just wonder why it's football me play. Me never do track and field, or just do track. I was wonder why it's football. Wow. This is so exciting for everyone here at the National Stadium. I said it a lot earlier. As you see some of the fans, that's over the bleachers. And again, this is just great to see. But I said this before, that it seems like the 100-meter finals in this Boys and Girls Championship, I don't want to say the word, it means more. It's
a difference.
Yeah, Bruce, I don't even know if I can find the right word, but I think you understand what I'm saying. There's just an edge to it that I don't think I've seen for a couple of years.
Let me give you the right words. The 7th fastest under 18 girl in the history of the sport is now Karika Hill. Her 11.16 is the 7th fastest, not in Jamaica, not at Champs, in the world, in the history of the world for under 18 girls. Reed at 11.22 is now the 12th fastest in the history of the sport.
Yeah, we've gone 4 and we have 3 to go. I asked the same question before we got to the final about if you had any surprises or anyone who didn't make it or should have made it. What about the 4 we've seen? Everything went according to plan?
In Class 4, Latrice East from Wolmer's won. In Class 3, Terry Long won. Those were the people we expected. In the Class 3 boys, I'd say Tavain Stewart was a little bit of a surprise.
No, well, I expected him to win.
Yeah, okay. I
because
thought
of the top end speed. What I saw in the semifinals.
Yes.
Initially, I thought Bramwell, but then what I saw in the semifinals.
That's just because the coach lives in the rural area.
Oh, well, that's a part of it.
We hoped for it. I'd say Spencer may have almost predicted the record for 11.16 by Kevona Davis. I saw him waiting at $100,000 going to Wolmer's girls because from Grace Kennedy, what Grace Kennedy has said is that for every gold medal won in the 100 meters at this Champs, they'll get $100,000 going to that school.
Because Grace Kennedy celebrating 100 years. Spencer, what about you? Everything according to plan from what you thought you would have seen?
Pretty much, apart from Tavain Stewart, but it's not overly surprising because Grant owned the coach technically himself, along with other Western coaches like Michael McIntosh. So he has a very small program down there. Told me he doesn't even have team captains. He has group leaders, but he has a wonderful program. Though one of the better coaches at this level here.
Yeah, it's as we continue to see the presentation ceremony, Bruce. But you need to see. I'm almost sorry you can't see the guys on camera because everyone here, probably including me, been doing track and field for a long time. But the excitement on the faces of my analysts, my commentator, before the race, during the race, and certainly after the race is just amazing. And this is what sport is all about. I'm trying to remember the date today is, I can't remember the date, or maybe if Sharon, not the date, the name. It has something to do with what sport can do for folks, even climate change. We had an interview on TV this morning about it, another $100,000 there to Victor. But again, what you see sport can do, and I made the point, Bruce and Maurice and Spencer, that when we qualified for the World Cup in 1998, we played 10 home games. On none of those days we had a murder in Jamaica. And when we tied with Mexico and qualified, for 3 days, there were no murders in Jamaica. Sport does unite, folks, Spencer.
Well, Neville, that Sunday in November of 1997, I don't know if we'll see something like that again. We were driving back from the National Stadium to Montego Bay, about 148 miles. And every single gate or house we passed, the residents came out blowing kisses, hugging, cheering and saying, "See you in France." We have been dreaming since as far as World Cup qualification is concerned.
And even here at the National Stadium, rivalry is ripe, especially with the top schools. But then you still see friends from opposing schools still having fun, still talking about who might win, who might not win. And the jive is fun. There's no serious, no one is getting upset with anyone because their athlete didn't win. It's fun. This is amazing. This is beautiful. And we welcome everyone watching us on OneSpotMedia.com from all over the world, Coach. I asked you 19,000 times, and I'm going to tell you this time. I know you missed this.
Of course. Neville, I'm being told that Alana Reid is the daughter of former national footballer Garfield Reid.
Okay, there you go. I didn't know that.
So we
I
see where
didn't
the
know
traits are from.
that. Well, sport is sport.
Sport is sport.
But these young ladies, these young men are just absolutely amazing. And Spencer made an outstanding point about the coach at Herbert Marshall.
Yes, I was communicating with him last Sunday, Neville, and he said he has 28 boys and 10 girls. So it's a pretty small squad. When you look at other schools, he doesn't like the large units. He goes for quality, and it's a program which is growing. And we hope it can get much better as time goes on.
Coach, in a serious way, you've won Girls Jams 10 times. But were you under pressure to do this, or did you just have the quality why you won? Or were you going to get fired if you didn't win?
Well, before I get there, though, I must say that coach from Herbert Marshall is a GC Foster past student, graduate.
And you're the principal of GC Foster. So,
but in responding to your question, though, Neville, after you start to win, it becomes almost a culture. And you come under a lot of pressure because persons expect you to win. And so it becomes a very difficult journey.
Incredible.
And so your team, your management team is important. One coach cannot do it alone.
Class 2 boys coming up in just a little while. They're not at the blocks just yet. And again, as we said, 4 gone, 3 to go. We're coming to the end of day 2 at Boys and Girls Championships here at the National Stadium in Kingston. We've had a beautiful day. And thank goodness in the last couple of days we haven't had any untoward weather. It's been very windy during the day, and then that might have hurt the times. But I think it was Bruce who made the point that even though it may have hurt the times, those who should have won ended up going through anyway, even though the negative wind would have hurt them.
Right, and that's one of the things about the wind. It affects everybody almost equally. So what it affects more is time versus place. And the majority of athletes qualify by place, then time.
Right. So again, I'm repeating myself, but those who should have gone through did go through. Fans are still here. You hear the vuvuzelas. I still like to meet the person who invented that. I think it's the worst invention in history.
And we have an update here, Neville, from our great working statisticians, Everard Owen and Trevor McCain. the girls' point standings after 7 finals. Edwin Allen out front on 51, Heidel next 44, Homewood 33, St. Jago 30, Immaculate 24, Wilmer 17. Then we have got a tie between Excelsior and Camperdown on 9, St. Mary High and St. Catherine High on 8 points each.
Well, very interesting. Edwin Allen by 7 points. At this point, expected more out of the 1500 meters, but close going.
But this is day 2, isn't it?
This is day 2.
Well, except day 2 is different now. You know, remember back in the day 2 had 2 and 3 finals. Now
And,
day 2 has 17.
17 finals.
Just let me interject again, gentlemen. We have it for the boys after 4 finals. KC 37, JC 28, Stets 22, St. Jago 16, Clarendon College in 5th on 10, then Magotty 9, Wilmer 7, Cornwall and Calabar, they're tied on 5, Edwin Allen 4, Petersfield and Belfield round out the standings at this point. As far as schools gaining points are concerned, they each have 2.
You left out George's.
No, Georges left themselves out.
Unless I'm under an optical illusion, I'm not seeing any STGC here, Neville.
Boy, this is fun. You see the Class 2 boys just
Finally.
entering the National Stadium now. So in a couple of minutes, we're right on time because the next race should be run at 7:37. I make it about 7:29, Bruce. I make it 7:26 actually. So we're not behind in any way. I mean, kudos to the organizers. This can't always be the easiest thing to do. And again, the fans at the National Stadium having a good time, Bruce.
Yes, you should be here, but if you're not here, then you should be watching it where you're watching it. And here come the Class 2 boys. Imagine walking into the National Stadium. I have to tell you, I'm a little disappointed with the numbers inside the stadium. I was hoping to have a lot more people in the bleachers for this.
Especially because the finals.
Yeah, the 100-meter final. So that is a bit disappointing. Certainly more than we had last year, obviously,
Yeah.
but it would be good to have even more people inside the National Stadium. Let's see how it grows as we get closer to, Friday, and then, of course, big Super Saturday here at Champs.
And you mentioned the bleachers, and in my opinion, usually in the bleachers a lot of students. And maybe because it's a Tuesday and a Wednesday and school is tomorrow morning, maybe I know Friday.
What used to happen is on Fridays, a lot of the schools would, let the kids out, let's say at midday or so,
Right.
and they come up to the stadium directly. And so Friday was a very big day because the schools would facilitate with the students coming in.
Right.
But again, it's
Fantastic.
a Wednesday.
And Bruce just said a word that I think sometimes we forget. They are students, which means they still go to school, they still have to pass their exams, they want to get scholarships, and in all of that, they train like crazy.
Yeah.
So this is not something easy for these youngsters. It's easy for you to sit down and say, boy, I should have win that and why I'm never do that. But this is not easy for them. I congratulate them. I'm inspired by them for them to be doing so much. And then at the end of the day, and I said, where's Bruce? He said, oh, he got a scholarship. That's what you want to hear. Or he moves on to a professional athlete. That's what you want to hear. So it's fantastic to have them. And the point standings, there you go. Spencer, you did it before. You can do it again, please.
So Edwin Allen on 51 points, the reigning champions. Heidel next on 44. Then we've got Homewood on 33, St. Jago 30, Immaculate Conception 24, Wilmer's 17, Excelsior the Eagles 9, Camperdown 9 as well, St. Mary High 8, and also there on 8, rounding up the top 10, St. Catherine High
And if you look
at
at
this
the
stage.
top, you see after 7 finals, there are 17 finals overall today, and this one now is after 4 finals, Spencer.
This is having Kingston College on 37, JC 28, Stets 22, St. Jago 16, Clarendon College 10, Magotty 9, Wilmers 7, Cornwall 5, Calabar High 5, Edwin Allen 4. I tell you what, our great statistician Everard Owen is ahead of the tempo. He has gotten his update after 5 finals, so the fresh standings, KC 42, JC 29, Stets 22, St. Jago 19, Calabar 12, Magotty and Herbert Morrison on 9 each, Wilmers 7, Ferncourt on 6 points, Mushet and Cornwall completing the top 10, 5 points each.
That's Mark Anthony Miller from Jamaica College on the screen as he gets ready for the Class 200-meter final. Only finals, folks. And as we said, 3 more to go before we get out of town. Well, Maurice will be getting out of town. I think we're going to stay in town for the night, aren't we?
I'm not coming.
9:21 is Omarion Barrett from Stairtown Academy, which is
Very close to front court.
yeah. All right, so Kelly from San Diego in 1, Barrett from Stairtown in 2, Gordon from Calabar in 3, Patterson from Kingston College in 4, Miller from Jamaica College in 5, Lewis from Camperdown in 6, Hines from Spot Valley in 7, and Card from Wolmer's in lane 8.
So expect a competitive race. I don't know that they're going to challenge the 10.20 record. If they challenge that, then let's brace ourselves for real fireworks in Class 1 for both the girls and the boys.
I'm not necessarily seeing that happening right now, but I do expect these youngsters to go fast. Miller is there, Patterson is there. I do expect a very competitive race.
That's Barrett again from Stairtown.
I mean, there's something special, magical about this national stadium at this time of evening. The conditions are just ideal for sprinting. You know, I've heard some people refer to this stadium, certainly during boys and girls champs, as the mecca of sprinting. This is where you come to see the very best of high school sprinting.
You know what they call it in football?
Tell me, the office.
The office.
I got that. Do I get points for a football question? I want double points for football.
You actually do. I'll buy you a soft drink. I'll buy you a soft drink. But I think it was about 4.
Was the leader in the Class 1 boys come from Jada Hibbert.
The molestation stop now.
We await his mark. The weight is negative 0.3 meters per second.
The best starter on screen from Jamaica College, Mark Anthony Miller, has been getting some spectacular starts, Maurice Wilson.
Of course, we saw that in the
Jason,
semifinals.
you finish?
He totally dismantled the field.
Hurry
in
up.
the first 20.
The next event on track, the
That's
Class
not
2
crazy.
We might not have a
100
lot of
meters
time to
for
talk
boys.
about this, but Coach,
This
why
event
would some
sponsored
athletes
by
start well and some
TBJ.
don't?
The meet
Well,
record
get the
is
same coaching.
10.20 seconds set
Practice,
in 2018 by
some
Satya
coaches
Dennis
focus a lot
of
on the
Steps.
start, and some athletes are naturally good starters.
You can't coach someone to be a good starter.
Yes, you can. You can. It takes time, and it takes patience. Well, patience time.
Well, you're talking about great starters, and Shelley and Fraser Price is blowing up my phone. Shelley, if you're going to keep WhatsApping me while I'm on air, you need to tell me your prediction for the girls' Class 1 100 meter. Include times.
Let's get the individual introductions now as we await our friends outside before we jump at you. That's Gordon from Calabar in the 72, Patterson from Kingston College in the 569.
Something to observe, Neville.
In lane
Both
1,
athletes that we're
second
looking
at the
here,
Central
sweat on
Championships
their
in with a
brow,
time of
they're nice and warm.
11.14
Same thing
from
for
St.
Kelly.
This
Jago,
is
Kawain
Kawain
Kelly.
Kelly from San Diego. He's in lane 1.
In lane 2,
Barrett
the
from
winner at the
Stairtown.
Central Championships in with a time of 11.23 seconds from
Shaquille
Stairtown
Gordon
Academy,
is beside him. Bruce
Omarion
comes from
Barrett.
Calabar in lane 3.
Shaquille Gordon ran 11.1.
At the corporate area development meet in with a time of 11.12
Going to
seconds
demonstrate that
from
Calabar
Calabar.
still
Welcome,
scores and scores well
Shaquille
at boys
Gordon.
champs.
Coach, Kingston College's Marvin Patterson is in 4.
Coming in with the fastest time from the semifinals.
In lane 4, in with a time of 10.91. Fourth of the corporate area development meet from Kingston College, Marvin Patterson.
From Jamaica College, here he is on screen now.
The super starter.
In lane
getting some
5,
magnificent
in with a
starts.
time of
He came up to this
10.92
final with
seconds.
the
First of the
second
corporate
fastest
area
time
development
from
meet.
the semis.
Last year's
10.92. Was chatting with Mark
400
Anthony's
meter
dad
champion
a
from
few minutes
Jamaica
ago.
College,
His
Mark
dad is
Anthony
perhaps
Miller.
much more nervous than Mark Anthony is out there on the track right now.
In lane 6, in with a time of 10.96 seconds, the third of the corporate area development meet from
Very
Camperdown,
good starter.
Jason
coming in with
Lewis.
10.96 seconds.
Romario
In
Hines
lane
represents
7.
Spot Valley. He comes out as lane
The best
7.
of the West,
Maurice Wilson told me about
11.16 in
this youngster.
qualifying
Nobody
from
knows him.
Spot
Wonder
Valley,
why he's doing so
Romario
well.
Hines.
But he's going to represent well. Look at the sweat on his brow.
And
He's
in
ready
lane
to
8,
perform.
This is
first of the
Gary
corporate
Cardi. He
area
represents
development meet,
Wolmer's,
200
and he's in
meters,
lane 8.
11.08 in qualifying from
11.08
Woolmer's,
seconds for Carly.
Gary Card. The finalists for the 100
Kelly
meters for
from
class 2
Jago is in
boys.
1. Barrett
The
Stuart Town
event
is
on
in 2.
track.
Gordon from Calabar is in 3. Patterson from Kingston College is in 4. Miller from Jamaica College in 5. Lewis from Canada in 6. Hines from Spot Valley in 7. And Card from Wolvers is in lane 8. This is the boys class 200 meter final at the national champion, National Stadium in Jamaica.
The way Mark Anthony Miller looked in the semi-finals, it may take something special to deny him here. That may have to come from Patterson. Look out for Gary Card of Wolmers as well in lane 8. Mark Anthony Miller, the 400 meter gold medalist from last year, this class stepping down to the 100 meters this year, is on a mission indeed.
It looks like the youngster from Calabar, Jacqueline Gordon, needed to have his blocks checked.
My yellow card.
I'm sure the staff will be very understanding about that.
These are the blocks with the sensors.
I believe so. I see the sensors there. I'm not seeing the mini speakers behind them, but I do see the block sensors. So the block sensors are there to detect the reaction times of the athletes.
Don't they need the speaker so everyone could hear?
You know, Neville, I'm glad you said it. If I say it, I get criticized.
You know, I was very happy you said it.
No, I'm just asking a question.
Right now, the sound is going to come from the left of the athlete, from that speaker over there. I prefer when they use the mini speakers myself, so that everybody hears at the same time.
And the same sound.
Same sound, same time.
Class 2 boys 100 meter final. Mark Anthony Miller, the favorite. Look out for Marvin Patterson as well.
No.
Still done.
Just don't want that. And he knows it.
He's gone. He's not even waiting.
No, he knows it. That's just the nerves.
I'm so disappointed.
Well, I'm so sad. Let's look at this again.
Come on, I'm gone.
Let's hope that they could find some reason to keep him in the race.
It's going to be very difficult.
He's a central champion in class 2. Central champion in class 2.
There's the card.
Not sure why the starter assistant wants the drama, but
Ready.
what you doing?
It's the red card.
Very difficult.
I mean, y'all know the rules and stuff, but it's always so sad to see it, especially a young athlete. He gets to the final, he doesn't get a chance to represent himself.
His family, his schools, his community, and he is so talented from Steertown.
So sad, so sad, so sad. But again, it's
a part of it.
It's nerves too, right? And you know, it's easy for us to stay at home and say, all we have to do, you know, is so and so. Some of you have never been in anything like this.
I'm trying to get this stumble.
Hopefully, this will be a clean start. This time. Set back. Mark Anthony Miller was out of the blocks like a rocket. Steps into overdrive now, but he has some competition from Patterson. Mark Anthony Miller digs into overdrive and lands a gold medal for Jamaica College. 10:74, the flash time. If and when that is made official, it will be a new personal best for Mark Anthony Miller. The 400 meter gold medalist a year ago steps down to the shorter distance and is crowned a gold medalist once again. A supreme performance indeed.
A very close race, Spencer. Very close with Card on the outside.
In lane 8, Maurice Wilson and I think that lane 8 had something to say about it. Miller is given 10:76. But let's see what time Card is given. It's not over yet.
Very close race.
Card was finishing faster than everybody else, started all the way out in lane 8. Maurice Wilson made it,
10:76.
Same time. It's not over yet.
Not over yet.
It's not over
Very
yet.
close race.
And then Lewis of Camperdown, I believe, in third with 10:84. So let's look at it. Now, Gary Card would have heard the sound last. He's over in lane 8. In fact, he probably reacted last. Mark Anthony Miller leading at this time, but what a tight race. Here we go, Maurice Wilson. Look at lane 8, the maroon and gold of Wolmer's against the blue and white of Jamaica College, and they slew.
You know, I was warned about Gary Carr.
Yes.
That's why I mentioned McCall. I
Yes.
was told, look out for this guy. And, you know, excellent running by Gary Carr coming to the end. Miller did not get his signature start, and when the others were close on it, started to tighten up somewhat, but Carr came rushing in on the outside from lane 8.
You know what? Card's lean may very well have done it because Miller stayed fairly upright compared, and it's the torso. It's not the head, it's not the knees, it's not the arms. It's the torso. Card pushed his torso.
It's official. 1076 to Mark Anthony Miller, second spot. 1076 to Gary Carr from Wolmer's, Miller from Jamaica College, and on the podium with them is Jason Lewis from Camperdown 1084.
I have to tell you, we don't know. There's a picture of the photo finish on the clock. I don't know that it's first and second. It may be first and first.
Maybe first and first.
I'm going to jump in
expect
and send you down to Jerome, and he has another winner. Maybe he does.
To win the discus throw class 1. You're not from Jamaica, you're from Grenada. But how does this feel, winning at the Boys and Girls Championship?
Well, I feel pretty overwhelmed knowing that I put in the work and I was confident. My coach's motivation, I come out and able to win the discus throw.
How much of an impact does Coach Marlon Gale has on your throwing that you could, after you won the shot put last year, to come back here and win the discus?
Well, he had us to be back and forth with me as I wasn't consistent during the season. Also, my coach Glenn, he motivated me a lot. He also competed with me to give me motivation, able to compete under pressure, and I'm really grateful for that.
Thank you, Jamora. We have Mark Anthony Miller, who just won the boys class 100 meters. Mark, you won the 400 meters last year, but you said that you weren't really a 400 meter runner, but you're down in the 100 meters. This must be special for you.
Yes, sir. I really like the 100, the 400. Not really my favorite, but I think I'm going to prefer the 100. And I came here just to have fun, you know?
Indeed. And these are big points for Jamaica College because you guys are in title contention. You're the defending champions along with a spirited effort from Kingston College. So how much does this win mean for you in terms of accumulating points?
Well, you know, this is a war. It's a serious war. Came here just to get points for my team and win this championship. We're not letting it go to North Street. Keeping it at 189.
Thank you, Mark, and enjoy the victory.
All right, fantastic stuff. I just want to send a message to Marion Barrett from Steertown, that youngster who did not get a chance to run that race. Bruce, I was watching a World Championship final, and the greatest sprinter of all time, Pixar,
in this world, in Costa,
and was thrown out of the race. So I just want to say to young Barrett, you're in good company, son. It's tough. I know how bad it is as we get ready for the girls' class 100 meters. But again, to Marion Barrett, so sad, but it happens. And as we said, I saw the greatest athlete in history do it. So, well, there you go. Wilson in 1, Spencer in 2. Wilson from Hydel in 1, Spencer from Manchester High in 2, Walker from St. Jago in 3, Tia Clayton from Edwin Allen in 4, Brianna Liston from Hydel in 5, Tina Clayton from Edwin Allen in 6, Ashley Barrett from Petersfield in 7, and Alexis James from Petersfield in 8. Again, we will get the individual introduction.
On screen, lane 5, adjusting her blocks. That's Brianna Liston. Currently, as we speak, her personal best is 11.14. Interestingly, the only
Where are the
girls
twins?
not on screen right now, and here they come, the twins, Tia and Tina. They were not in shot a while ago. They come back and check their blocks. Brianna Liston knows the start matters in the 100 meters. That movement out of the blocks.
You say, Bruce, you say Hydel, Edwin Allen, Edwin Allen. Is that what you say?
Correct.
Coach?
Alright, like Tia.
And you could tie up in a final. You could, because this is it. This is it. Look, really. really doesn't matter what you did.
Don't stop internet, please.
This
Just
is it,
work with the
Part of
flow.
it, though, is when we look at how Karika Hill and Alana re-delivered a while ago, running two PBs 11-1-6, 11-2-2. Their training partner, I want to know what's going
Yes,
on.
Garrett, sub 11 we want.
Right, standing
Let's see.
in front
when
of
am I guessing?
Brianna Liston.
This is 100 meters.
And why is the starter speaking to them?
We've only,
The starter Ludlow what?
yeah, we've only had one false start so far. And maybe because it was the race before this, maybe he's just trying to tell everyone to calm down, you know. I would hope that would be part of the message there to say
11.2, that's slow, man.
And I think there are maybe, well, no, this is,
Well, the race is to go at 7:45
and it's
originally.
7:45.
11.0 or 10.9. 10.8? I don't think so. Let's see.
Ludlow was a senior starter.
Shaquille.
Wilson in
Shaquille.
lane 1, she represents Heidel.
She came in with a fast 11:88, representing Heidel, the number 2 in their class 1
A
setup.
front court are going good.
Heidel.
Beside her,
Also a hurdler, I should mention.
representing Manchester High coach Janella Spencer.
Beautiful sprinter coming in with 11.89 seconds.
Lane 3, Shanice Walker from St. Jago Bruce.
Representing St. Jago, the only young lady from St. Jago to make the class 1 final. Young Walker and
Big race.
81 in her semi-final, and is going to represent well for St. Jago in this final.
Not certain if she's the older twin, but
Alright,
there's
Tia.
from Edwin Allen in lane 4.
Good to see her in the finals this year.
Alright, Tia.
11.69 coming in.
Bruce says this lady will
Action
win the race.
now.
She represents Heidel. Her name is Brianna Liston. She's in lane 5.
Comes in with a PB of 11.14 set this year. Also did 22.66 in the 200 this year, which is faster than the champ's record of 22.7.
Garrett, 11.13 too slow. Well, that's fast, but that's the record of Veronica run when they broke it.
Got a huge ovation just now. Tina Clayton is in lane 6.
And we have the
World
quality.
Junior champion cannot be discounted. The fastest PB in this field.
Yeah, when we on there.
11.09 Coach Wilson last year.
Doesn't seem like there's anyone in
Tina.
Ashley Barrett of Peter's
But the record is
did not declare.
11.13 with Veronica run from
And so
2001.
the
So
Alexis James.
Right? She is also a super hurdler. So the hurdlers bookend this race. Wilson of Heidel, a hurdler in lane 1, and Alexis James, the fastest hurdler.
yeah, Shaquille, 10.9 and that one I see, sub 11.
The real
For the first time.
Wilson.
So Barrett is not there.
All right.
Wilson in 1, Spencer in 2,
Nervous.
Walker in 3,
Do
Tia
you feel that
Clayton
in
in
your
4,
stomach?
Liston in 5, Tina Clayton in 6, and in lane 8, Alexis James. So no Ashley Barrett.
Alright, internet, don't stop.
What a race this promises to be. A couple of records are under serious threat. The wind reading seems very conducive at the moment for superb sprinting stuff. Wilson, Spencer, Walker, Clayton, Liston, Clayton, and James.
I won't be so from this one.
Set
Run!
back away. Brianna Liston, another great start by
Run! Don't be. Watch out!
Up to the front now.
Watch
Brianna
out,
Liston
watch
is
out,
trying
watch
to
out! Run,
fight
Tia,
back.
run,
It's
Tia,
Tina
run!
Clayton.
Yeah!
It's very, very
She
close
beat
to
her,
being.
too.
It could be Liston. It could be Tina Clayton.
No, man,
The fast
Tina
time,
like Tina win.
11:24. The record stays safe. But that
11:24
was,
slow.
oh my,
Wow, let
what
me
a
see.
tight finish. Tina Clayton may
Tina win.
just have been given a nod. 11.
Yeah, man, I see you want to
23.
beat them. Tina win. Tina beat Brianna
There's something we
Liston.
have to say though. The
wanna help
wind
Brianna.
has turned. The
Tina
wind
beat
was
Brianna.
negative.
It looks. Oh gosh,
This is
Brianna.
what happens in a 100 meters final, Spencer, when you have to lay it down
Them
on the
coming like
line.
both
Tia
versus
third?
Gatlin.
Tia third, yes. So Tina first.
Yeah, man, them are
What
clash.
happens
basically.
inside the national stadium with the wind? How do you go
That's
from
it, you're
positive
saying.
1.5 to negative 2.8?
Shaquille, own your bet money because you never
What
mean,
a
you know.
spectacular run.
So go on YouTube.
Disappointed not to get
The
the
people.
record and not to get the sub-11, but look at the actual race. Brianna Liston after the best start. But
I see
Tina
replay.
Clayton, lane number 6.
Why Tina run doing now?
And he catches her at about 50
Tina
meters.
running now?
At this point, Liston responds and responds well. Tina Clayton not stopping. Liston responds again. Tina Clayton
Run
doesn't
Tina
stop. They have
and
crossed
dip.
the line.
Yeah.
Clayton maintains her form better. Liston
True.
starts to
That's
fail
true.
at the end.
What is interesting, Tina did not get her signature start, but she was able to run back in the race. She accelerated well, maintained her composure, kept on pumping her arms.
That's
and
why
again,
Tina was
when you're a
smiling
champion,
in
she's
the
a world
final
junior
because
champion.
in the semi
She has
she
a
beat
fastest
Brianna.
speed in
Wow.
the field, and so she could not.
What
be
I'm sorry
discovered.
say is the
Excellent
record.
race by
They should have
Tina.
booked the record.
Coach, because you said that. You said
Them
this
should
is
have
the
booked the
final.
record.
This is
Run,
the final.
Tina.
Anything could happen.
I've seen it numerous times.
But I don't think this is a surprise, though.
No. They are two great athletes. We cannot discount
The
what,
agony of defeat.
Liston
Osha
have done in
Brianna.
the semi-finals and
You
how
work
she looked.
hard for it.
But the 100-meter finals is something else.
There you go.
Tina Clayton, 11:23.
So apparently
Brianna
it looked like a pressure
11:26
reach
in second, and
Brianna
Tina
because
Clayton,
if she cruised 11:28 in the
Let's go
semi
to Jerome. He has
and now run
Tina Clayton.
11.26, probably
Tina,
nervous. Alright.
This was billed as the race of the championship. Brianna Liston won in the semi-final. You smiled coming across the line during the semi-final.
excited about it.
What was going through your mind in that final when you got her on the line, you picked her on the line?
Well, everybody knows I'm not a best of a starter. So my plan was to ensure I get a average start, get out of the driver's phase, execute properly.
Was there any doubt during that race that probably you can't catch Brianna because of how she ran in the heats as well as in the semi-final?
Well, it was no doubt because I was listening to my coach instruction in the semi-final just to qualify. So it wasn't no doubt. I know that there will be a great competitiveness, but somehow I just try to pull through.
Oh shit.
Yeah, you're not in the 200 meters. Any regrets that coach didn't have you guys running both the 100 and the 200?
Well, no regrets, because my season doesn't done here. It continues on until August, so there's no disappointment that I'm not running the 200. Can save me some energy for the rest of the season.
All right, thank you, Tina. And it's back to you, Neville.
Okay, so make
All I want to say is, wow. I don't think we need to say.
Oh, the win was negative
That
2.8.
was incredible as you look at the crowd.
You
They
sure?
were so excited, and I think a lot of folks here just wanted to see a good race, and they did, Bruce.
It's a fantastic race.
The win was negative,
Still
so
trying to figure the
it
win
just
out, we had this nice prediction going, Willow. We saw some positive wins coming along.
Oh,
But
shit.
the actual race itself, Brianna Liston did get the better start, and she was leading.
yeah,
Tina
for
Clayton,
negative
though, joined
2.8
her
that
very
fast.
quickly.
For real, you never know say negative because them hours that the win, become positive, which it was for the race before this.
Daly, Herbert Marsden 6, Winston,
So just unfortunate.
and Davison St. Catherine in lane 8. I've had this discussion with Coach Wilson every year, and you guys keep talking about out to the blocks, and I said it's always, in my opinion, it's not how you start.
Well, they'll be at
I've always
Carifta
had this
and
discussion.
probably World
the
Juniors
experience
this
makes
year.
a lot of difference.
So
This
probably
young
we can
lady
see a
ran
sub
at
10, but
the World Junior
yeah.
Championships. She ran against the best in the
VCB
world,
record still
and
stands.
she was victorious. And so we could not discount her performance here tonight. And I'm just really excited in terms of what I'm seeing in the sprinting. Sprinting in Jamaica is alive and well.
And Bruce made a point in the
Shaki, where you got for that one?
Shut down. And
It's
you
a level
said-
there
you
now.
said then she realized that they're running hard.
Our
So
end
go
crew,
through
man.
anyway, and you made the point, and she just came back and backed you up type of thing, because she said the coach said just qualify.
Correct.
And she qualified, and she did much more than qualify in the final, didn't she?
She won. That one is going to be news around the world in the junior category. 11:23, 11:26, not the times we're looking for, but the competition though. Maurice Wilson made an important point as well, that the PBs coming in, Tina was 11:09 versus Liston's 11:14. So Tina really
Yeah,
did
the
have
win
better
messed me up.
before and still
The
does,
win messed me
and
up.
should really not
Bad,
have been
bad.
discounted.
And
I
Rob
did
will
expect Liston to have won.
have something
but
historic.
I would have been interested if it was a 1.5 win.
Exactly.
Do we know what minus 2.8 win is? Let's hope that the boys are getting a better win, though. We'd really love to see something special from them as well.
This is going to be a great race also.
Yeah, and folks, forgive me, this should happen on Friday night. I don't care what they're telling me.
Tradition, right?
I don't care what
Garrett,
you guys are
sub 10 for boys. I don't think so either. Well,
I'm not an analyst, but
I don't think so.
Saying this is the way it should
Maybe
go.
not this year.
Individual introductions from Jamaica College in lane 1 is Jaden Reed.
Coming in with 10.84 seconds.
Just beside him, the school that the experts say should win. He represents that school. His name is Jivan Newby. He's in lane 2.
Newby of Kingston College ran 10.81 in his semi-final. Though he plays as number 2 at KC, he feels he can score very well for KC in this final.
I'm not certain if what card did the motivate.
Oh no, I bring. We have, see them there. We have Level
very well.
In Kume and DeAndre Daly. This is a grudge race. Alright.
Lavelle from Edwin Allen proves that Edwin Allen is not a girls' school but a co-ed school. Brian Lavelle expects gold right now.
I love this young man's name, Buwaji Nkrumah from Kingston College in 5.
One of the favorites in this field did very well in the semifinals. Excellent technique. I expect him to do very, very well. 10.70 seconds coming in.
Fortis. DeAndre Daly.
All right.
Herbert Marston.
Somebody said DeAndre Daly.
Herbert Marston won the Class B boys 100 meters.
I think he beat Level this year.
Ran 10.72 in his semi-final, but more importantly, he's a fastest season best of all in the field this year.
This young man came all the way from Santa Cruz, Orlando. St. Elizabeth Technical Center.
Representing a strong tradition of sprinting, should do well. Should give St. Elizabeth some points. 10 points.
Davidson, who goes to the school that our Prime Minister went to, St. Catherine High. He's in lane 8.
Davidson, one of the tallest in the field, 10.77 his semi-final time. He's going to have a hard time against the super fast starters.
It's glitching. I'm not. Oh, sorry.
Finishers.
College in 1.
I hope you come back good now.
Graham, Wilmer's boys in 3. Lavelle, Edwin Allen in 4. And Krumah, Kingston College in 5. Daly, Robert Morrison 6. Wint, St. Elizabeth Technical in 7. And Davison, St. Catherine High in lane 8.
Oh shit.
So
behave yourself,
pull
internet.
the curtains down on this day of
Internet, behave
action.
yourself.
Is this Class 1 boys Blue Ribbon event. A lot is at stake here. Runners settle. Set position. Off they go. And stumbled. He had a good start but stumbled. Lavelle now takes up the ascendance there and moves to the front. On the inside, Newby of Kingston College is running a big race. Lavelle and Newby. It could be Newby. Could be Newby with an upset. That's a huge upset indeed. 10:23.
Upset indeed.
The flash time. Newby from Kingston College on the inside. May just have squeezed out the victory by the narrowest of margins. Lavelle was right in there. Lavelle has gotten the nod with a pair. 10:25. But we wait for the official placings. It was also close. Newby, 10:26 his time. Same as Lavelle.
Nope.
Yeah man, Maverick Daly, you're welcome. Just trying to help out, Camille.
10:25.
You know things said.
10:26 and Daly 10:23.
Fastest in high
but
school.
I hope
the
it's
win,
showing properly because
positive, but
the
only
internet
slightly
was so strong.
negative 0.6.
I apologize about that.
Lavelle has run 10:21 before, close to his personal best. What a competition though. Newby, Paul Francis, says Newby is what he expected from KC, but we have to say what happened to Nkrumah at the start.
He stumbled at the start.
He nearly fell.
And came back and ran a very, very good race. Came out.
You know someone that get out though, and never stumble. Him gone long time. And probably would have win.
Continue running. Level was basically in front.
So you go.
With the rush coming from Daly from Trevor Morrison. But
I'm not even sure how Nkrumah did not fall. The fact that he was able to regain his balance and run, that in and of itself was amazing. Lavelle though went for the form. High knees, breathing, relaxing.
Oh shit.
Championship coming second, nearly stealing a match on the field. Daly of Herbert Morrison in third. Look at that again in lane 5. Ikumi of Kingston College. Part of the big story of this race, nearly falling and recovering and continuing through. But Lavelle,
Shaquille, tell me if it's still a glitch. I want to know.
Great run by Newbie also, Bruce. Running on the outside, gallant effort, maintaining his technique all the way to the end, but Level prevailed with his supreme technique.
Lavelle 10:25 given the win. Jeevon Newby from Kingston College on the podium beside him, 10:26 coming second in the 100. Daly from Herbert Morrison 10:33.
Alright, time them the bad.
Hello. There you go.
Andrew and Allen, you're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome.
What a day, but let's go down to Jerome once again.
Alright, cool, good.
Jaden, world leader in the
Shaquille.
triple jump, world under 20 leader in the triple jump, and now in the long jump, 7.87 seconds, 7 meters, sorry. Describe how you went about completing that win for Casey.
I prayed through all my jumps a while ago. I put that first. Right now I'm lost of words. I couldn't believe what I just jumped because a lot of persons predicted that I would not have PB because they were saying that I might peak and whatever.
Yeah, DJ Johnson, you're welcome. Everything already.
Alright, Jaden, no problem with that. You have more things to concentrate on for the rest of the championship, so we give you some time. Brian Level is here with us, the Class 1 100 meters champion. 10.25 seconds. You probably would have expected a little bit faster, but you left it very late, Brian.
Yes, sir.
You're welcome, guys. Garrett Tishun. What's in that right? Taylor.
Were you proud of the execution, even though you had to nick on the line with the Kingston College athlete?
Well, sir, I wasn't really poor, but finishing the race healthy, sir, and holding my combo, sir, and finishing the best thing, sir.
Alright, thank you, Brian and Neville.
Welcome, Shanae. Welcome, Favor.
There you go, Brian Lavelle.
Welcome, Daniel.
Who said it?
The races are finished now, so I'll be ending the live soon.
He's not performing for the girls' side of Edwin Allen. He's done amazingly for his school.
Alright, Tickers girl, I see you for a long time. Wilton, big up yourself too.
So we congratulate him also. And we've got some more point standings here that we will share with you in just a little while. But what a day we've had.
Alright, Veronica and...
Amazing. A quick statistic to share with the viewers and listeners. The fastest girls at champs this year in Class 2, Karina Hill, 11.16. The second fastest, Alana Reed, 11.20. Both faster than the Class 1 girls, Tina Clayton at 11.23. And,
Germs,
of course, Brianna listed at 11.26. Again, the impact of the wind. In the Class 2 race, they had a positive 1.2 wind. In the Class 1,
you're welcome. Jacqueline.
0.8 wind.
Ramon.
So wind matters. I still don't understand where that big negative gust of wind would have come from, but it took nothing away from the competitiveness of the race. It was an amazing.
Mr. Gabadon, you're welcome.
For a long time to come.
By the way, we spoke earlier about the start.
Daniel,
not having the speakers behind the athletes. I just got a message, Bruce, that they have speakers on both sides, so no one will hear it before any other athlete.
Alright, so
I think
race them done, so I'll be ending the live. Thank you for joining, and I'm happy to have helped you guys to see the races.
Speakers on both sides, so
excellent.
So we
Shaquille, move. Tomorrow when Thursday.
Good news, but again, folks, wherever you are, I know you would have had some fun. It's over. We do have a couple more things.
I'll probably stream tomorrow in the evening. Depends, because I have to balance school work and something there. So I'm not sure, but likely I will. So you can check in the afternoon.
Of the day, we did that last night. I kind of feel I know what that is. The moment of the day would be the Class 1 girls 100 meters. I'm certain of that. And then we're going to give you tomorrow's schedule. We have the point standings for girls, point standings for boys. I'm not. As soon as we are ready, the moment of the day is
okay, ready. Moses, I'll do that.
Guys.
I'll share for you.
This is Grace Kennedy
Can't
Boys and
believe
Girls
you're welcome.
Championships moment of the
Wilton
day.
Martin, big up.
Nothing moves your vibe, your mood, or your appetite like the taste of Grace.
Stephanie. Big up.
Or even further my education.
Register online at gkmsonline.com.
Seriously
There it is,
again.
Brianna this time with the best start. Tina Clayton steps up in the middle. She joins
Run.
And as they approach the finish line, Tina Clayton lifts and Brianna Liston flares her arms. 11:23 to 11:26. The determined world under 20.
Yeah, Marika, you're welcome.
Prevails. She is
And
the
Shan.
Girls Champs Class 1 champion.
Fantastic.
Okay, goodbye.
In fact, in terms
I probably stream tomorrow. I'm not sure, but you can check my page around.
Again next year.
Bye.
So in terms of
Thank you for
threatening any
joining.
kind of
Bye.
junior
Oh, see them there?
Still, and here they go.
I'm not done yet.
So
Hold
Tia
on.
Clayton receives the bronze medal and her nice gift package. And then here we go, Brianna Liston of Heidel receiving her silver medal.
Shakil, I'll send you the thing on WhatsApp on
What a
the
difference a year
schedule.
makes. Last year, this time, Maurice Wilson, Tina Clayton was crying because Tia Clayton had false started in the 100-meter final.
Happy to see her in the finals.
Now they're both on the podium.
They're both on the podium. Have worked hard. Have represented track and field from class 4. Represented Edwin Allen, and it's just so
Bye,
nice to see
Andreen.
them on the podium.
Thank you for
Class
joining.
one.
I don't know if you guys are biologists or anything like that, but if you're twins,
How much money
at the
that?
same time and then look at the
We have to research that one, David.
You get some homework, son.
Yeah, that's an excellent question, man.
As we get the stadium starting to empty out, let me say it that way. Tomorrow, day 3, we start at 9 o'clock. And then, of course, on Friday and Saturday. And usually the last day, and this year won't be any different, you start in the afternoon. So that's what's happening tomorrow. Start at 9 o'clock.
Alright, so the schedule is, so let me see what time we can something there. If I can.
100 meters at 9:20.
Hopefully we'll have the meeting.
And that's
Also.
just the first page. As we go up to here's the second page.
11 a.m.
Continue
Okay.
the high jump, the long jump, and the relays start tomorrow
2:44.
at 2:44. As you see, that's page 2. Here's page 3, and still more
Oh, really?
relays.
Prelims? Oh, well.
Long jump and the
Not much finals are going
continues,
tomorrow.
the high jump for class 2 boys, and this is the final page here.
The final starts 7
meters,
o'clock.
And then you see the finals in the long jump, the shot put.
Alright, so tomorrow around 8 o'clock, 8 p.m. when the 400 meter final start run, I'll stream.
Tomorrow, so we invite you to join us.
Alright, so I'll keep that.
9 o'clock tomorrow morning, Spencer.
Right, so.
Not sure
Alright,
if,
bye.
Sharon, put the point standings up. I think point standing ready. Let's go with the girls first.
Okay, this is after 9 finals.
Okay,
Edwin Allen,
and
the reigning champions
point
of
standing.
76, Heidel 54, San Diego, Homewood, Immaculate, Camperdown, Wolmer's, Petersfield, Excelsior, and the St. Mary High. Those are the top 10 schools at the moment. And for the boys section, after 7 finals, KC are out front by 17 points ahead of Jamaica College. Then we have Stets, St. Jacob, Wolmer's, Calabar, Herbert Morrison, Edwin Allen, Clarendon College, and Magotty rounding out the top 10.
Fantastic. What a day we've had, folks. And we thank you so much for being a part of our
Alright, this is it. Thank you guys
what happens here in
for joining.
Champs, so everywhere across the world.
Around 8 o'clock tomorrow, 8 p.m. See?
Saudi Arabia,
I'll try.
Bermuda, all over the
Bye.
place.
Take care.
And we want to thank you so much. So on behalf of all of us, our
Shit,
producer
this
Sharon Schroeder,
is one.
and you would have